up earlier, Jon Jones. There was some misreporting stating that he was arrested. He was not arrested. A woman did file a police report working for the drug-free sports company, which now works at the UFC after USADA is gone, alleging that he threatened to kill her, as well as he stole her phone, but I guess he gave it back or whatever. But and then Jon Jones later came out and released footage, CCTV footage. John was on the case and released some footage of himself high-fiving the woman tester who accused him of all this. That doesn't absolve him of any crimes. I think if Jon Jones threatened me, I'd also be like, hey man, we're cool, like just that sort of thing. Personally, because I don't want to die, But anyways, there's not a whole lot we can say about this. It's a developing story, but again, it's another bad thing involving Jon Jones.
Like someone said earlier, I listened to this. It was like, if this was someone else, you could kind of maybe be like, okay, you could kind of make some sort of arguments or be like, oh, maybe this isn't necessarily normal behavior. This doesn't really happen ever really with this person, right? But the fact that Jon has had repeated behaviors that have been kind of close to this doesn't assist them at all if it is not true in some capacity.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. Like, it's one of those things, like, you want to give him the benefit of the doubt. You really do. And it's funny because I've been around in this sport long enough to see Jon Jones go from the church boy to the bad boy of MMA. Like, this may sound fucking crazy to you younger fans, but I've been watching since 2011, which was Jon when he first won the title. You know what I mean? I wasn't around for contender Jon, but I was around for early champ Jon. You know what I mean?
When he stopped that robbery.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Nike.
Sponsored by Nike. He fucking stopped a robbery the day that he beat Shogun. The day he beat Shogun. He tackled the dude, stopped a robbery, right? And then I remember whenever the first thing happened, he got a DUI, hit like a light post or whatever. And everybody's like, man, that's really out of character for Jon. You know what I mean? And then I remember at the time, some people were like, you guys just don't know yet. You guys Shot Evans, guys like that, you guys don't know.
But at the same time, it's kind of like, oh man, Jon just became champ. Maybe just too much fun.
And
right?
then it happens again. This time it's a hit and run.
That's the one that we always talk about?
Which is the one that he hit and run and hit a pregnant lady, ran back, got the drugs, jumped over the fucking fence and just booked it, right?
What a way to go.
Yeah, right? And then we got the other ones, minor, like DUIs, more of them.
Being pulled over, stuff like that.
The worst one obviously coming the night that he got inducted to the Hall of Fame, whenever he was at in a room at the MGM Grand, I believe it was the MGM Grand, and his daughter pleaded for the police to call, for the security guard to call the police, because Jon Jones was beating the mom in a hotel room. And they got there and she was covered in blood and all that shit. And got let off because she wouldn't press charges. I wonder why. You know what I mean? So, and it's just...
that was the same night Jon headbutted the car.
That's the night, yes. That's the night Jon Jones headbutted the car. It was like, I fucking hate you. And he did that.
You know who the fuck I am?
Yeah, and dude, just all
this is my
stuff.
night.
Exactly. And it's like, dude, like... It's
called the police officers crackers.
Yeah, he called them a bunch of names, all that stuff. And it's like, dude, I said after that, I'm like, I'm not going to be the guy that's going to come in here and like rehabilitate Jon's image. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to bring it up every chance I can. You know what I mean? That's just horrific.
But Josh, after that, he had behaved himself for a while.
Let's call a spade a spade. He said that he was sober. And then you know what happened? The last few months, we started seeing videos of Jon Jones getting drunk at a nightclub. We saw Jon Jones at a party in Thailand. We've seen living it up, which that's his right as a grown adult. You know what I mean?
Nothing bad ever came of that.
Look, man, you can be 36 and still party. I'm a believer in that. You know what I mean? But the issue is...
You can party till the day you die, Josh. Come on.
Fuck yeah, bro. Yeah, exactly. The issue is whenever you start to have these things happen so often, it's like, it's really hard to defend it. But look, at the same time, we also have to be fair here. We have no information. It is one person's word against another, and obviously the image looks very bad. But at the same time, he came out with that video. You know what I mean? He has some evidence on his side that shows that, who knows? So it's a he said, she said, and look, that's just the way it is. But yeah, I mean, it's so hard to defend when there's just not just a pattern of behavior, but like, I don't even know what you would call it at this point. Like, it's just, there's the reason why his Wikipedia page has arrests. You know
it's just him.
Just an entire subsection. Yeah. If this were anybody else, they would have been.
You know what's crazy? What was that one thing DC told him in that interview? But it was like, you'll always be like this. You'll always make mistakes. You'll always fuck up in some capacity.
Because he's like, because your behavior dictates that you don't learn and you're never gonna change. And it's like, fuck, dude.
And that quote's still stuck
Dude,
around.
that was 10 years ago, and we're still dealing with this.
Dude, if we make a TikTok out of this, you have to insert that.
I know. I probably will actually. But yeah, dude, it's just, I don't know what to say about it. We'll have to wait and see. There was misreporting, to John's credit, saying that he was arrested. He's not been arrested, but
Jon Jones does not have another arrest on his record, guys.
he does not. It's a wait and see situation right now. But it's so hard to defend at a certain point.
But there's been other talks, right, Josh? Like they told that gal talked to her supervisor.
Oh yeah, I didn't even include that part. I'm happy you brought that up. Yeah.
And the supervisor kind of like didn't play it off, but said like, you should probably talk to UFC first before you do anything going forward, which is like,
Which is like, what, bro? Like.